We're going to start today's practice in child's pose with the knees together. So bring your big toes to touch, sit bones to the heels, and then forehead to the earth. Wrap your hands towards your feet here to start, and then just find a slow, deep breath. Begin to crawl your hands forward towards the front of your mat. Press your palms down, feel your elbows lift, and slide your shoulder blades down your back. And then walk your hands over to the right and find a nice stretch for the left side body. Heavy the left hip down towards your heel and breathe into your left lung. Walk your hands over to the left now, stretching out the right side body. Ground down through that right hip and breath into the right lung. And then walk your hands back to center. Take a full breath in here. And a full breath out. As you inhale, start to come forward towards a kneeling plank. And then into tabletop pose. Bring your shoulders over top of your wrists, lower your belly, arch your spine, cow pose as you breathe in. And then round the back, tucking chin in towards your chest, breath out. Inhale, find that hammock shape for the low back, lift the gaze. And exhale, round, press the back of your heart to the ceiling. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, cat. Breath in, arch. Breath out, round. Breath in, arch. Breath out, round. Come back to neutral. Pick up your right heel and spin your toes to kickstand off of your mat to the right. Step your left foot back, warrior two with that foot, and then peel your left arm up and overhead, bicep to ear. In that modified kickstand side plank here. Reach through that top arm and then let the left fingertips come down towards the earth, all the way back up, creating a big circle for the shoulder here. Again, reaching that left arm up, down, and around. And then reverse the direction to the back, down, forward. Two more, down, up. Last one, lower and lift. Ground into your bottom palm and float your left leg towards the ceiling, creating a nice long line from your left armpit to your left toes, and then reach that top arm, bend into your left knee and catch your foot for a thigh stretch. Gently kick your foot into your hand, feel that opening for the left quad, and then softly release it all back down, all fours. And then find that cow pose here, arch the spine, breath in. And then exhale, round, tuck your chin in. Come back to neutral. Lift your left heel, kickstand your foot off, step your right foot back, heel grounds. Right arm peels up towards the ceiling and then reach forward, bicep to ear. Create that long line for the right side of the body. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Let the right fingers start to lower down and around all the way up. Circles for the shoulders. We've got 3 in this direction. That's 2. And 1. And then we'll reverse, reach back, down, sweep the hand forward and up. 2 more here. Last one. And then ground through that bottom palm and send your right leg high. Flex through the right foot. And reach your right arm back behind you, bend into your right knee, catch a hold of that ankle, and then gently kick your foot into your hand, finding that opening through the front of the quad, into the belly, the right shoulder. Softly release back down, all 4s. And then bring your left shoulder closer to your left hip, side stretch. Right shoulder to right hip. And then again, left shoulder, left hip, shortening left and lengthening right. And then right shoulder to right hip. Come back to center, tuck your toes. And then hover your knees an inch off of the earth. Press your palms down and back towards your feet, and at the same time your feet down and towards your hands. Lift your hips up to a shortened down dog. Let the heels lower down towards the earth. And then bring your knees back to hover into that tabletop. Lift the hips, shorten down dog. And then knees back down to hover. Lift the hips, down dog. And then knees to hover. Lift the hips, down dog. And then walk your hands towards your feet, forward fold at the back of your mat. Let the knees bend, belly touches to the thighs. You can sway a little from side to side, maybe grab opposite elbow here, ragdoll arms. The knees don't need to be straight. It's better if you have a generous bend, just so you get more length in the low back. And then softly let the hands go. Find a halfway lift, flat back as you inhale, and forward fold as you exhale. Again, half lift, flat back. Exhale, round and fold. Last time, hands to shins, halfway lift. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand, reach your hands up overhead, breath in. Palms to prayer at heart center. Reach your hands up high, inhale. Hinge at the hips and fold as you exhale. Find that halfway lift as you breathe in, and then walk your hands forward, finding a plank position. Option to bring your knees down, otherwise hips in line with the shoulders. Press your hands down towards the earth. And then drop your heels over towards the right. Legs stay straight. Back to center. Heels over to the left. Center. Heels to the right. And then press into your hands. Lift your hips, keeping your heels to the right. Come back to center. Plank pose. Heels to the left. Lift your hips. Modified down dog. Back to center, plank pose, heels up, and then lower knees, chest, and chin to the earth. Take your hands wide off of your mat, tent your fingers, lift your elbows. And then with an inhale, let your chest, your shoulders rise up. Exhale, soften back down. Breath in, lift the heart. Breath out, lower. Breath in, lift. Breath out, lower. Take your hands beside your ribs, tuck your toes, plank or kneeling plank to downward facing dog. Send your left leg to the sky, and then step your left foot forward. Lower your right knee and sweep your hands up overhead. Catch a hold of your right wrist. Right away, side bend to the left. Find that opening through the right side of the waist, and then come back through center, palms to prayer in front of the heart. Tuck your back toes, straighten your right leg. Take a breath in, and then twist just your torso to the left. Hands stay in prayer. Begin to open your arms, right arm forward, left arm extends back. And then lower your right hand down, palm presses the earth inside your front foot. Begin to walk your left foot down the mat halfway. Roll onto the knife edge of your back foot, kickstand side plank. Lower the hips down, left hand down, and then press into your feet, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower hips and hand. Press in, lift the hips up, reach overhead. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, left hand down. Point the toes forward, step back to plank pose. Lower knees, chest and chin all the way. Then lift up, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breath in here. Full breath out. Right leg to the sky, inhale. Step your right foot forward. Low lunge, back knee to the earth. Sweep your hands up high. Catch a hold of your left wrist this time and side bend to the right. Take a breath into your left lung and a breath out. Come back to center, inhale. Take your hands to prayer in front of the heart, exhale. Tuck your back toes, lift your back leg to straight, breath in. And then twist your torso, heart towards the right wall, breath out. From here, extend your arms, left arm forward, right arm reaches to the back of the mat. Take an inhale to grow longer through the spine. Exhale, take your left palm, plant it down inside your front foot. Right arm stays reaching, and then walk your right foot halfway back of the mat. Turn all 10 toes to face the right, kickstand side plank. Lower the hips, right arm. And then inhale, press into your feet, reach your hips up, reach your arm forward. Exhale, hips lower, hand lowers. Inhale, press and lift. Exhale, lower. Breath in, reach. Breath out, lower. Breath in, reach up. Take that right hand down, turn the toes forward, plank pose, breath in. Lower half or all the way, breath out. Heart lifts up, dog or cobra pose. Downward facing dog. Take an inhale here and a soft exhale. Lift your heels high, bend your knees. And then walk, step, or hop your feet to the front of the mat. Find that halfway lift, breath in. Forward fold, breath out. Rise up to stand, reach your hands high, and then fold back down to the earth. Halfway lift, inhale. Fingers down, step your right foot to the back of the mat. Rise up for warrior two. Let your back heel seal, and then right away, left forearm to left thigh, side angle pose. Sweep your right arm forward, bicep to ear, and then create a nice long line from the right fingers to the right toes. Option to reach your left arm forward like you're holding a beach ball over top of your head. Using the core here, take a deep breath in. Bring that left palm back down to the thigh, and then right hand plants inside your front foot. Side plank, stack your left leg on top of your right. Take any of the previous modifications. Option to extend your top arm forward. Lift your hips up and then lower the left hand, plank. Chaturanga Dandasana, lower. Lift the heart. Downward facing dog. Good. Bend your knees. Hop, step, or walk forward. Find that halfway lift. And forward fold. Rise to stand, hands up. Fold the heart back down, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Fingers plant, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Warrior 2 in your feet, cartwheel your arms, rise up. Right away, right forearm connects to right thigh, sweep the left arm to the front of the mat, bicep to ear. Grow long through both sides of your waist, option to reach your right arm forward, holding that big beach ball. Take a sweet breath in and a soft breath out. Good. Lower the right forearm and then left palm down inside your front foot. Side plank, slow transition. Stack your right foot on top of your left. Flex the toes. Option to reach your top arm forward. Claw the mat with your left fingertips. Find a big breath in. Chaturanga, plank pose, lower half or all the way. Lift your heart, shoulders back. Downward facing dog, lift your hips. And a sweet breath in here. Open the mouth and exhale. Lower your knees down, child's pose. Keep the legs together, reach the hands for your feet, and then bring your forehead to rest. Rock your head from side to side, let the shoulders slump forward. Take a deep breath in, breath out. Rise back up to seated. And then just sink your hips to one side, sweep your legs forward, come towards the front of your mat, bending the knees, and then float your shins up to tabletop pose. Hands can grab to the hamstrings or reach forward out to the sides, boat pose. Stay here or start to straighten the legs, lowering the shoulders towards the earth, and then coming back up, tabletop. Lower, tabletop. Lower breath in, tabletop. Lower, knees to chest. Nice. Lower, hold here in the low position. Big breath in. And then release onto your back, breath out. Whew. Let your legs splay out long. Let your hands rest beside your hips. Shavasana. Let go of your breath and just allow yourself to rest here in stillness. Staying on your back for as long as you like, or start to wake up the body. Maybe reaching overhead and finding a big stretch here. And then bringing your knees up in towards your chest, rocking from side to side. And then landing in a fetal posture on your right or your left shoulder. Using that top arm to press your way up in towards a seat. Bring the hands in front of your heart, prayer pose. Bow your chin in towards your chest. Namaste.